Bonjour, it's Anne. So we're back for the next installment of the MyNativeRoar Marcos's Etsy shop critique. And today I'm going to talk about SEO. So SEO, for those of you who might not know what this means, is a search engine optimization, and it is what enables people looking for things to buy to find your shop and your items. So it's very important. So of course, if you're on Etsy, you probably already know that, but if you're not, maybe you don't. Etsy search engine works very differently from Google search engine. And so there are some specific things which you have to do for the Etsy search engine to work well for you, which might be different from what you have to do on Google, okay? So I'm going to talk specifically about Etsy search engine. So the first thing to use keywords and titles accurately is to understand what's important for Etsy search engine. So there are lots of factors which will induce Etsy's search engine to show your items preferably to someone else's items, and it's a complex algorithm, and when we talk about the algorithm, that's what it is. It's the formula that will take all the aspects of your shop and compute them together and decide whether it's a good match for what a customer is searching for or not. Okay, so today I'm just going to talk about the titles and tags and maybe attributes too, because in your shop, in let's go to this item. Okay, again, this is the leggings. And so the most important part for Etsy SEO for the search engine are your title here and the tags which are here at the bottom of the page. And it's these two places where Etsy will look for matches for searches, okay? So it's important to understand that at the moment, and it might change, but at the moment, what you write in the description isn't going to be used by the Etsy search engine, but it's important for your customers, of course, okay? It's where you communicate the important points about your items. But what really matters in terms of search optimization are the title and the tags, and also the attributes. But the attributes you have no real control over, because sometimes Etsy might include them in searches. I think at the moment they are, but sometimes there may be glitches, or they might decide to change that. So anything important, don't rely too much on the attributes and put it in your tags or title, okay? And that could be, for example, color, because when you set up a listing, I'm just going to go to my own shop manager and click on a random listing here. Okay, this one. Of course, when you set up a listing, you have all these attributes that you can fill. So for beads, it's really a lot. But for most things, you at least have the color and the size, okay? And you might think, because I put blue here, then it's not necessary to put blue anywhere else. So in theory, as long as Etsy is using the attributes as part of your tags and titles, that's true, but it can change, okay? And so let's go back here. You see that I've put the color also in the title and probably in the tags also for this item, because this is important, okay? And so if we go back to these leggings here, I do not see any mention here of the color of the main color of the leggings. And I understand how Marcos is marketing to a very specific niche segment, which is very good, because the more you niche down and the more success you have. But Still, these are women, and women look by color, okay? And it's not here. It's not a question of the color being an option that you can take, because it isn't. It's this listing is really for these purple and pink colors, and so I would put that somewhere, okay? Because don't rely too much on the attributes. And let's see here. So you see in the tags related to this item, we have the first three here come from the categories. So clothing, women's clothing, and leggings. That's when you list your item and you choose your categories here. Let me go back to this one. Where is it? It's higher up. Okay, here. Okay, the category. Okay, and here it's jewelry making, and you can see here in your listing which tags Etsy is going to add to your item. So in theory, you don't need to repeat those words. In practice, beware, as I said, sometimes it changes things. So if you want to make sure anything really important, you need to have in your tags or title. Okay. So let me go back here to the tags and title of these leggings. Okay. So Native American beadwork design leggings. Okay. This is um, a well-written title in that it is descriptive, and it has a lot of different keywords that relate to this item. I would definitely put purple here in there. Okay. And okay, I do not know any of the specific keywords because this is a market I don't know, this is a culture I don't know, and I don't know if these words here, powwow, regalia, First Nations, all these would be something that the people looking for this type of items might look for. So this is where research is necessary. I'm pretty sure that people who look for powwow regalia will use these words, but it could be also that because you only have these specific words in there, you're missing things that are important, okay? For example, if you just have one mention here of leggings, you don't have a mention really of color. I don't know if this pattern relates to any specific tribe. I have no idea of that, because I see that at the bottom you have all the tribes listed here. And one thing is, okay, if this pattern is relevant to several tribes, that's fine, but you're using one tribe per tag here, and in each tag you have 20 characters available, and so you could combine them so that you use less tags for all the tribe names, and that leaves tags available for you, and to add things that might be relevant, whether they would be relevant to people of Indian descent looking for this kind of thing specifically, or to someone else who might just be interested in this design and wouldn't have gone and looked for specifically this. But anyway, even if it's just Indian people who look for these, they would still look for something specific, like, okay, maybe the tribe name, but also I come back to the color because it's important. So let's just go back to women's legging, and I'm just going to go back up to the Etsy search tab and type leggings and see what comes up, okay? Because when you do this, Etsy is going to show you with the keywords that people search for uh, by more or less by order of I'm missing a word there. Importance. Okay, it's not exactly by order or importance, because you can see there are a little bit of everything. But still, the very popular keywords here are going to appear. So leggings for women. Do we have this here in there? So we have leggings and we have women's clothing. But if this turns out to be a keyword you want to target, then you might want to have it written this way: leggings for women, here, in either the title or tags. And you can see here that there are other suggestions. So black and white are definitely colors which are searched for specifically. Okay, so once again, if you decide that this keyword is going to be interesting for your items, then it might be good to have it written exactly this way at some point. Okay, either in the tags or in the title. You can, if it doesn't fit in the tags for 20 characters, you can perfectly well cut it into, okay, leggings for women black. So you need some research. Okay, so tomorrow I'll go in more details into looking for keywords and what kind of research goes into it. So this is the first little insight into it, but there is more to it than just finding some words you think people might be interested in and putting them in your tags and titles. You actually need actual research to know whether these keywords get good search and good engagement, and this is what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe before you go and check the free goodies below, and I'll see you later. Bye.